Good morning, everybody, from lovely Tucson, Arizona. A beautiful day here, and welcome back, all you YouTube and Facebook followers and subscribers. Today we're going to be making, I saw this recipe online from a lady that I like to watch cook, and you can find her on Facebook under, just do a search for Cooking with Brenda Gant, G-A-N-T-T, and she's a wonderful person from the, how do I say this politely? From the more mature people in the world. She's got a wealth of information to share. I learned a lot from watching her as far as how to make lacy cornbread, hot water cornbread, biscuits, gravies. She's just got a wealth of knowledge that she loves to share. So this week, her theme for this week is preparing for the upcoming Thanksgiving dinner. So she's fixing a dish, it looks like, every day. Today she did green bean casserole. I believe a couple days she did dressing, and the day before that she did the turkey. So I just enjoy watching her and listening to her, and she seems to be just such a sweet person. Love you, Brenda, in case you see this. So anyway, yesterday she cooked a recipe that just sounded delicious to me, and it's called orange slice cake. So we're going to be making that today, and we'll be able to freeze that until the Thanksgiving holiday. So let me just show you some of the ingredients here. Okay, of course it's called orange slice cake because we are going to chop up these orange slice candies that's going to go in the cake. It also has coconut flakes and chopped up dates. I'm not the kind of person who can just pull a date out of the bag and eat it, but if it's in a cake or some kind of a dessert, it's fine. Butter, eggs, and we're going to use orange juice and the powdered sugar to make a wonderful glaze to go on it. So I don't have the flour out, but of course flour and sugar and baking soda and buttermilk, and that's about it. So I'll be back. I'm waiting. Let me set this back down. Let me turn this back around so I can see the screen. So I'm going to wait for these ingredients to come to room temperature, the butter and the eggs primarily, and we'll get going on this. Alrighty, we'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, you all, we're getting ready to start on this cake. I've got my oven preheating to 250 degrees, and I've got my bundt cake pan greased and floured. And let me tell you, if you've ever tried to flour a bundt cake pan where the bottom comes out of it, folks, I got flour all over my kitchen while I was doing this. So I was not a happy camper for a while, and it was all in the sink and everywhere. And so anyway, we're going to, I see a spot that's missed here, so I'm just going to grab a little flour to sprinkle on there. Just a little right there. A little right there. Alrighty. See what I mean? Flour everywhere. So I'm going to set this aside. Alright. So what we're going to do first is we are going to cream the butter and the sugar. So let me get a measuring cup out for the sugar. I'll include the recipe down below. I guess in this case it starts out like any cake. Cream the butter and the sugars. There we go. And for this part of it, I'm going to use the KitchenAid mixer. If you all get a chance, make sure you visit that Cooking with Brenda Gant Facebook page. You'll find all kinds of good recipes. And go ahead and follow her. And send her a little comment and let her know that I recommended that you follow her. So, go ahead and put this on the mixer. And I'm going to use the whisk. Looks like the butter could have sat out just a little bit longer, so it may take a little bit longer for it to get creamy. Get something to scrape down the sides with. I tell you what, I'll let this keep running and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so that's all smooth and creamy now. So now we're going to add the eggs one at a time. moment, scrape down the sides. So make sure that egg gets all incorporated into the sugar and the butter. Alrighty, that looks good. And now we are going to get us some buttermilk. I need half a cup of buttermilk. Cup of buttermilk. Where's my half? Let's do it this way. I want to put it in a bigger container because we're going to add baking soda to that. And it is going to swell up. It's going to cause it to bubble. So we want a teaspoon of baking soda. Just keep stirring it in. Yep, and we end up with almost 3/4. So we're going to go ahead and add that into this mixture. Alrighty, next, place flour in a large bowl. I'm going with the largest one I've got. For this, 3½ cups of flour. And then what we've got to do is cut in the dates. We've got to chop the dates up. And I need 1 pound of dates. So each of these bags is 8 ounces, so that's 1 pound. Come on out of there. I don't know if you've ever had a date, but they are very, very rich. Very rich indeed. And we've got to chop these up. Okay, we can see that that's going to take a while, so I'll be back when I've got them all chopped up. Alrighty, so I went ahead and pulled the food processor out for that. So I've got all my dates chopped up. They are sticky, sticky, sticky. That's the nature of a date. Add the dates. All right. Add the orange slices, and I need 1 pound of orange slices. So I've got here 2 10-ounce bags. So what I'm going to do, that's 10 ounces. And I'm just going to guesstimate 1 pound. I guess it would help if I put the blade back in, huh? Here, let's take these out. Put this back in. There's a date that didn't get processed. Try to get these separated a little bit. It went to a gummy mess. Probably should have frozen. Maybe that would have helped them break up better. Alrighty. I'll tell you what. We're going to get the good old handy dandy old fashioned chopper. Use that on them a bit. That's looking a little better. Flour's hoping to break up the globs of orange. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Alright. And now, the nuts. I need 2 cups of chopped pecans. I don't have pecans. I have some pecans. No, I have walnuts. I thought I had some pecans, but I guess I don't. So it looks like we will be using walnuts. These are already chopped. I'm sure the pecans would probably be a bit sweeter, but you know, you use what you've got. And I don't feel like going to the store again today. Let me tell you all what happened to me earlier this week. I lost my wallet. So I checked every place that I'd been that day, and nobody has it. So it's officially, it's gone, it's lost. Which is sad because I had my driver's license and my bank card and all that. Of course, it's all replaceable, but it is a hassle, let me tell you. I ordered a new bank card, and I haven't received that yet. I thought I'd run up to the bank today and write a check for some cash to have on hand until that comes in, and they wouldn't do it. So they have their policies. We all do, I guess. So, alright, I'm going to put the nuts in there. Stir those around a bit. Alrighty. Now we need 1 1/3 cups of shredded coconut. One and a third cups. That'll probably be too much. There we go. I love coconut. one of my favorite, whatever you call it, fruit. And we've got this very, very crumbly mixture. So now we are going to add this fig that got left over, or date. There we go. Now we're going to add the butter, sugar, and egg mixture. Now we're going to get a really, really tough wooden spoon to mix. Now let's use a plastic one. Plastic one will be stronger. Whoop! That's why I chose the big bowl. This is going to make an extremely thick batter. You can already see I'm having trouble stirring it. I did some laundry in the bathtub this morning. So you could say I was wringing my hands all this morning. And my hands are just a little bit weak for this. Oh. Oh. Let me wash my hands off a bit, see if I can get a better grip. I know you all are saying, why do you do laundry by hand? Because I really hate giving those quarters out to those silly machines that most of the time don't even do a good job of the laundry. So when it comes to jeans and things like that, I'll use the machines. But just shirts, socks, underwear, all of that I can do in the tub and hang them to dry. So I've got some shirts out in the front yard hanging against the wall to dry out. Alright, this is mixed pretty good. Whoop. You want to go out? There you go. Let me show you all this. Look how thick that is. So we're going to put that in the pan. Okay. One more time, we avoided a knife in the foot. Well, I see some flour that didn't get picked up here. sure all the flour on the bottom is picked up. I see some that's not. Alrighty. Woo! Getting my workout today. This is going to pretty much fill this pan all the way up to the top, I believe. Alright, where'd the spatula go? There it is. Worked too hard on this to have any left over. I'm just going to try to smooth it out a little bit here. Almost to the top. Trying to make it level. Alrighty. So there's what I got. Let me check my oven temperature. I have to get the flashlight to see. And we are right about at 250. So we're going to put this in the oven. And that cake has to cook at 250 degrees for about 2.5 to 3 hours. So we'll see you then, Alexa. Set an orange slice cake timer for 2.5 hours.
Orange slice cake timer, 2 hours and 30 minutes, starting now.
Alrighty, I'll get busy cleaning this up, and we'll see you when the cake is done. Alright, y'all, so the cake is almost ready, so I'm going to get started making this glaze, because it goes on as soon as it comes out of the oven. So this glaze calls for 1 cup of orange juice and 2 cups of confectioner's sugar. So I'm going to measure this confectioner's sugar out to 2 cups. right? Exactly, 2 cups. So I'm going to put that in my little saucepan. And then I need 1 cup of orange juice. One cup of orange juice. Actually, it doesn't say to cook this. But I think I'm going to, because that sugar does not dissolve easy. So I'm just going to bring it up to temperature for just a bit. Let it simmer a bit. Let that sugar dissolve. So I've never had this cake before, but it sounds good to me. Anything orange sounds good to me. And of course, it being the holiday time right now, Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, orange is one of the seasonal fruits. So now we can't eat this cake tonight. It has to sit, once I pour the glaze on it, it has to sit in the pan overnight. So what we're going to do also is poke some holes in the cake so this glaze can go down into some of the cake. Let me get a whisk for this. That might work better. I'm just going to check something real quick and I'll be right back. So I just went and rechecked the video of Miss Brenda Gant making this, and yes, she did. The recipe that I have does not call to heat this glaze up, but I'm going to follow what she did and heat it up and let it boil a bit and get syrupy. We've got about 5 minutes left on the cake, and I'll check it for doneness and we'll see what we get. Already had my dinner, and I've got to clean up from that. Ran a load of dishes through the dishwasher, so I'm just waiting for those. They're dry, so I can unload the dishwasher and put another load in. Oh, Solomon. So I heard on the radio today, we've got a local station here in Tucson. Probably sometime next week, they start playing 24/7 non-stop all Christmas music, and I love it. I love the Christmas music. The cheerful songs from movies, and you know, White Christmas and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, I'll Be Home for Christmas. And then I also like the traditional carols, usually sung in the churches, like Oh Come All Ye Faithful, Oh Holy Night. One of my favorites is Silent Night. But so I'm looking forward to that. It keeps me keeps my spirits up during the season, and it's just a fun time of the year to me. I look forward to every year for the Christmas time. I won't put up my Christmas decorations until after, on Thanksgiving Day or after. It's just, I don't like putting them up way soon. So I'll put up my Christmas tree and put out my decorations in the front yard and get this place looking lit up. Let me check this, let it quit boiling and see what I got. I'm going to let it keep going for a while. Alexa, how much time is left?
You have 50 seconds left on your orange slice cake timer.
50 seconds left. So I've got my skewer ready to do insert it into the cake and see if it's done. If it's not, it may have to cook another half hour because the directions said 2.5 to 3 hours. It cooks very low at 250 degrees, so the house doesn't get that wonderful smell of the cake while it's cooking. La-di-da-di-da, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I better be home for Christmas because somebody's got to do the cooking.
Your orange slice cake timer is done.
Alexa, stop. Alrighty guys, I'm going to check this. I'm going to let it go for maybe another 5 minutes. Alexa, set a cake timer for 5 minutes.
Cake timer, 5 minutes, starting now.
Alrighty, I'll be back. Alrighty, we're ready to take the cake out of the oven. Give me just a moment. Oh. I must say that's a very different looking cake. I'm going to poke some holes in here. Doesn't have to be in any pattern or anything, just random. Just enough so some of that glaze can go down in the cake. Alrighty. So look at this cake. There's the cake. Unusual looking cake to me. I've never baked a cake that looks like that. So we're going to go ahead and get this glaze and pour it on there. Alright, here's this syrup. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour it all over the cake, on the sides. Make sure everything gets coated with some goodie. And there we go. And looky there, you can see the syrup is on the top. It'll take it a while to absorb and go down the sides and everything. And then once that's done, tomorrow morning we will go ahead and take a sharp knife and go around all of the edges, both on the outer rim and on the inner rim here. And we'll try to get this cake out of the pan without it falling apart. It should come out It's a non-stick pan to begin with, and then we greased and floured it. So hopefully there won't be any problems with it. So anyway, normally I would just close the video now, but I think I'm going to wait to post this until in the morning so I can give you a show you a picture of what it looks like after we take it out of the pan and plate it. And so I'm going to do that so that you guys can see the finished product. So I will see you in the morning, coming up on 7 o'clock in the evening here in Tucson. Again, a very wonderful day. I've had the windows open all day with a gentle breeze coming through, and just had to run the fan. So, all right, we'll see you in the morning. All righty, bye-bye. Good morning, you all. It's time to try to get this cake out of the pan and take a look at the final product. So give me just a moment. Alrighty, I went ahead and covered it overnight. I'm going to get a knife. To go around the edges here. Looky there. Now I'm just going to go around the bottom. Okay, and we're going to go around the center of the tube. I'm going to get us a plate. There we go. And let me get another plate so we can turn it back around. And let me show you what we got. All right, let's take a look at this. Look at that, y'all. A wonderful orange slice cake. And what do you think? Should we slice it and see what we've got? Let's go ahead and do it. Get me a little plate out. want a whole lot this morning. Look at that, y'all. I can see the orange. I can see the orange slice up here. I can see the dates. Let's get a fork and take a bite. It's very moist. Very orange. The orange really comes out in the cake. Like I said, it's very moist, and all the flavors just complement each other. You get the sweetness from the oranges and the dates. You can definitely taste the orange glaze. All in all, it's a pretty good cake. I'll put the recipe down below, both from Miss Brenda Gant, which is a video. I'll include a link to her video, and I'll include the recipe that I used. And I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this piece of cake with another cup of coffee this morning. And you have a great day. Bon appetit. Remember, life is beautiful. Alrighty. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.